Hello folks, this is Zulu here. Hope everybody's okay. This is a watch shredding video. That means what I'm listening to at the moment. Not a lot, I'm afraid. Tomorrow I'm going back down south for the very last time. Everybody's moving down there. I'm not. I'm still staying put here. But I'm only going for 6 days. Hope to go on another dig. But it's going to be a bit of a sad occasion for me. After 4 years of travelling, it all ends. Then I have to go to Bristol, another part of the country. But saying that, there's a world-class record store. I don't know if it's still open. There's a world-class record store in Bristol, so I can't wait to check that one out. But I just want to show you a few CDs I've been listening to. The first one's The Tigers of Pantang. This CD was a 10 out of 10. It was amazing. Till I heard a track called I Got the Music in Me. I believe Kiki D covered that record. If you watch this channel, I had a gamma ray box I held up with the Pet Shop Boys. That destroyed the whole album for me. It's still a great album, but I just don't want to listen to that garbage on me rock metal albums. It just doesn't fit at all. Why they do it, I don't know. They're too good to do stuff like that. If you want to cover a rock song or something, not stupid songs like I Got the Music in Me. But apart from that, it's a great CD. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and really glad I picked it up. The next record I've been looking after, and Andy Cloudy, I will not be trading it, and that's the Girls' School Live. This album's a killer. It's just really what you want every rock CD you ever buy to sound like. It's just relentless. Not a bad song on that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Played it a few times. That's the track listing off the back. Just killer. The next one I bought, or I've been playing, is Chastain, this record. Now, this band, Chastain, I'm new to the party with. They've had a lot of band changes. But basically what happened was Shrapnel put them together, but they had Fred Corey who played with them, and he played for Cinderella. He sort of played with this band, then he moved on to Cinderella. He also played with Ozzy Osbourne when Randy Castillo hurt his hand. But this is just a great rock, metal, power, whatever you want to call it. It shreds, and it does what it says on the tin. I've really enjoyed it. It's got a killer cover as well. But that's the track listing at the back. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Listening to it this morning. And yeah, just absolutely amazing stuff. I believe the only thing that stayed stable is the singer and Chastain. He's obviously the guitarist. It's a bit like Axl Rudy Pell, where Rudy Pell just plays guitar and he gets singers in. And it's just amazing stuff. I have been looking out for more stuff of theirs. But unfortunately, Chastain stuff is a bit pricey on Amazon and stuff. So if I can afford some more, I shall buy it. The next thing is a change of scenery. Been doing a bit of trading with Metal Mickey. And this is a Scottish band, or a punk band, called The Exploited. This band's still going. They've been round since 79, 80. If you like Sex Pistols, you love this one. But I think this is better than the Pistols. But it's just got all their singles on it, and it's just a killer track. Killer record. In the UK in '79, two things happened. We was in quite a big recession. But apparently Margaret Thatcher ascended to power as well. And in I think it was '84, the miners' strike was going on. So there's plenty of songs about that. It's just if you like punk rock, it's just brilliant. Plus for the fact, all our heavy metal, when it went into thrash, they incorporated punk into our metal. And I always like listening to this stuff, because it's like listening to the riffs in their rawest form. Then later on, bands incorporated these into metal. Then you had crossover, then you had thrash and so on. But it's just nice listening to the riffs when they're absolutely in their rawest. If you ever come across any exploited stuff and you do like a bit of punk, you can't go far wrong with it. With British punk, everybody thinks of the Pistols, but there's loads more, just better stuff around. And this is definitely it. They're a Scottish band, definitely one to look out for. Another one I've been listening to a lot of recently is this record, Flotsam and Jetsam. This is their 2003 live album from Phoenix, Arizona. It's where they actually came from, and this record's a killer. Now, Jason Newsted played on their first album before he replaced Chris Clive Burton in Metallica. I hope I got that one right. And he went on to Metallica. But this album's awesome. It's just they did not follow any trends. They just did their own thing. And the lead singer is, although it's very thrash and prog, is very, very operatic. His voice. It's like I've read early interviews they did, and they didn't want to sound like the people that were around. They wanted to sound unique, and they certainly do. But this album's it's a killer. I've listened to it quite a few times. It'll probably go on tonight as well. There's a track listing at the back. And this is just amazing. Really enjoying this record. The next one I've been listening to, and this is, I've got to show it again. Greg the Eggs featured it on his channel. He did played it in his car, and there's a few people been talking about it. But this is the must-have CD at the moment, Bullet Live. Now, my favourite song of his, Rambling Man. It's just a killer album. If you like Judas Priest, AC/DC, them sort of bands, you're going to love this. The way I describe the singer, he's a bit like Rob Halford, but not as good. He's still got that screamy metal, but you can compare the two. They're on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Halford, he can actually hit the notes, and but this guy sounds really good as well. But he's on the other end of the spectrum. That's the best way I could describe it. But it sounds very, very priesty in places. You can tell their big influence is Judas Priest. It's just a killer record. There's no bad song on here. It's just got a killer beginning. And if you haven't bought this one yet, or you're thinking about it, or you want something new to discover, definitely invest in this record. You won't go far wrong with it. Now, I've got last two items. Now, I've got to tell the truth with this record. This is Kiss, The Carnival of Souls. This album lasted a track and a half. I just couldn't handle it for some reason. It was nothing like what the Kiss I know. Plus for the fact, I listened to Hate, I got halfway through the rain. I'll have to talk about this when I've heard it again, but it just got too much for me after two songs. I couldn't handle it. Maybe I'll get a better report when I'm in a better frame of mind. I'll listen to it again. But yeah. It's just, too sort of not like Kiss, if you know what I mean. But I shall give that one a go for a report back. As Greg would say, a bit of t-shirt action. I went shopping the other day down our local supermarket, which is about a 10-minute walk from here, and I picked up a bit of t-shirt. And that's a Kiss t-shirt, and that's the world famous sort of pose. Didn't cost a lot of money. Always check your supermarkets, folks. This sort of stuff comes quite cheap. It's a beautiful front piece, and yeah, I was quite shocked. So I was after a Kiss t-shirt, and usually when they got t-shirts, metal t-shirts, at the supermarket, they've already run out of my size. But on this occasion, I was lucky. Anyway, folks, I'm on my travels again tomorrow, and I hope everybody has a good time, whatever they're doing. And the next video I'll be making, I shall definitely go record hunting next week. But I've only got 6 days, so it'll only be one trip, and that's it then. I'm not going to plan on any more record digging for a while. I've got, as I've said in previous videos, I've got gaps to fill, and there's about half a dozen CDs I want which are new anyway, and that's it then. That'll be me done till Christmas. Anyway, folks, have fun, and keep the faith and keep rocking.